that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans.
For San Francisco.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry for Henry. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready? 54 is Mike. 54 is Black. Check. Watch 54.
Again to Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw is Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain
Well,
of
you
9.
often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Hey, guys. 55.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Taken down.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Derrick Henry.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with coaster. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
For the 49ers.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. But most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
He's taken.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Third and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. This is caught. It's Boyd. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
It's now 3rd down.
Wentz going to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it and we'll see. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Preston Smith there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And a 49er first down.
They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Evans is on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 1st down and much more for Henry. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
For the extra point.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, 49ers.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The 49er ball carrier.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st down, San Francisco.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They hand it off to Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd
down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
2-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And a 49er first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So that'll back him up 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Garoppolo again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Good shot.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, "Oh no, I better get down," and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
The 49ers 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.